it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. You know, Ryan Tannehill, not the first guy that comes to your mind when you think of quarterbacks that have put up huge numbers. He hasn't won any big passing awards, but he just went over 30,000 career yards, and that's pretty good for a guy who came to the league back in 2012. A first look now for Darrynton Evans. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means
it got his man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Titans nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action, it's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Shaquill Griffin with a pick. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Zach Davidson
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tannehill on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Foreman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Bullet good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flush to his right.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Lawrence will throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans.
And he's got room. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Bullock now for the Titan field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34. And Bullock will put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lawrence going to keep it again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On play action, Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Looking deep for Julio.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
2nd and 10.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. letting one go deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line. Here we go. Ready? Play. Check 31.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They had not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down, Jaguars.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Zach Davidson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jaguars get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now here is another interception. Picked off by... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. So it goes as a fumble, but... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 45 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 55, Titans 10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Beathard. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
7. He's heavy on the edges. Yes. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 22-jet bomber. Let's go. Ready?
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for Jacksonville.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown! Zach Davidson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
62, Titans 10. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Evans has it left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Tannehill on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Oh, the hurdle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zach Davidson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jags add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Right.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Titans. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Extra point up and good by Bullock as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4. At the Titans' 5-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zach Davidson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. play action. Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. He'll flip this out to Evans. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Throwing again is Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Bullock good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Steps away. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because...
Oh, wide open, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Bullock as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return. This one, it's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into 4th. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Bullet good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Davidson, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Powering his way forward. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
2nd down and 3. It's a throw again as Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence
being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it